Hello, Gemini. This is your weekly 3-card spread reading for the week March 1st, 2020. I've pulled Harmony, Impeccability, and Virtue for you for this week. For your situation card, we have Harmony. Harmony lives in a lodge of balance and equilibrium. Blah, blah, blah. I can't English today. Let's start that over. Harmony lives in a lodge of balance and equilibrium between the physical and spiritual aspects of your life. For there to be harmony, there must be balance. Imagine yourself as the hub of a sacred wheel standing in the center. This wheel must function every day of your life. If you imagine that the south is your physical self, the west your emotional self, the north your spiritual self, and the east your mental self, you see that you stand in an ancient wheel of truth. Consider whether you spend as much time in the physical south as you do in the spiritual north. Are they balanced? Are they in harmony? Reflect on whether you spend more time in your emotions west than you do in your mind east. Adjust your daily life by being aware of your actions and behavior patterns to incorporate equal effort in all the directions so that your wheel will function in perfect harmony. The painting is entitled Sunrises in Eternal Places. Here you sit in the sanctuary of your truth and harmony. Surrounding you are the snowy mountains of your higher consciousness. You are perfectly balanced between the plane of higher universal consciousness and the plane of earthly consciousness, a globe suspended peacefully in the clouds. Harmony is a West card because you must always reflect to find truth, which is one of the greatest teachings of the West. You must always reflect on how balanced you are among all the aspects of your nature. For your challenge card, I have Impeccability. Move into that place of perfection within you, that place of truth, responsibility, competence, and intuition. Collect your discipline like a Buddha meditating in a garden of snow. Impeccability is an area of strength that continues to flame within, maintaining your power and intent. This flame burns in your center always, indicating the level of your capabilities and your effectiveness in bringing events into being. Impeccability is tended by the attentions of your sacred witness, that person within you who constantly observes the target. Gather your power with impeccability, with the intensity of a rubber band pulled and held at its breaking point, and focus your intent for the job about to be done. The painting is entitled The Bright Dance. A snow Buddha demonstrates the centered shaman spirit within the stillness of a winter garden as two cranes dance nearby, displaying the innocence and harmony of the sacred spiral within all life. Stoic and grounded, the stones of wisdom speak to this ancient memory which is retained within Mother Earth. Impeccability implies male action in the world, but before there can be movement outward as an explosion into the world, there has to be the impeccable feminine receptivity and stillness within one's being. Then there is true power and intuition within the warrior. Impeccability is in the north. Hibernation and winter imply a time of gathering and going within, a time of letting go of what you do not need, so that you can be unhampered as an impeccable warrior of spirit. Excuse me. Oh, it's been a long day. And now we've got, for your guidance card, Virtue. Oh, I could use a drink right now. Maybe some aqua. I'll finish finish your reading first for you, my dear Geminis. Virtue states, virtue is one of the passive qualities of power. When you pull back the bow, preparing to set the arrow and define your target, you use the strength, the will, and the focus that you have collected within that part of yourself called virtue. Virtue is where you find inner truth. It is a place of illumination, and as that radiance grows within you, it becomes integrity. Without virtue, there is no inner balance. Virtue comes from the unknown, quiet things that you do for the world and for other people. With the virtuous act, your spirit shield becomes stronger and more beautiful, integrating the symbols of your inner life. However, like the deer, these symbols tread softly. Virtue marks your path on the other side, and like the one who walks last, the virtuous person is in a position of power. Walk in beauty and virtue, as power often arrives quietly. The painting is entitled Call from the Beyond. An altar of sacredness, of sanctuary, is created in any place in the wilderness where higher thought is gathered. The monarch butterfly marks the transformation to higher consciousness, and the Buddha symbolizes the shaman spirit in reflection and meditation. Meanwhile, the deer, virtuous and innocent, draw cautiously toward the spirit being. Walk toward your own virtue with the same innocence, caution, and beauty. The light of sacred space and being glints back from the abalone shell. Virtue is a self-teaching because it requires an understanding of your physical desires. So aside from the reading itself, the cards that I drew for you today show that you are in a pretty decent state of balance. The only card that didn't get drawn for you was a card of the East Teachings, which is a direction of the mind and of your elder self. So to maintain a perfect balance on your wheel this week, because this display shows that you're already in a pretty decent state of balance, but to maintain that perfect balance this week, it's advisable for you to do work in the East, which is the place of the mind, your adult self, and try something that will stimulate your intellect. Do something different. This stimulates brain cells and keeps them healthy. Maybe try some word searches, break out the old Scrabble game, crossword puzzles. Those are always good. Brain teasers of any sort. Even just sitting with a good book will be stimulating for your intellect, as long as it's something that you enjoy, and that will help you to maintain that perfect state of balance for the rest of this week. And thank you so much for watching. I'm really happy that you decided to join me and that you're keeping the faith, not giving up on me after my couple of weekends there where things didn't go well. I wasn't able to upload for everyone on the Sunday as I had promised. And here I am again yet Monday. However, it is still the beginning of the week. And so I hope to see you again next week. Thanks for watching again. Like I said, liking, favoriting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it.